started a year ago, really realized the danger that we might be walking into. That it's hard to imagine in a country of 460 million people that you can have too many eggs, especially being Americans, where eggs are used for breakfast and in bread and in cakes and in what have you. But here, that's another thing, that there's very little sweets or pastries or anything made from eggs. So one of the problems, I think, will be maybe to start a whole new concept in the use of eggs other than fried or scrambled. What gains we've made really are probably social gains, are not measurable, but certainly we've shown people that a new idea can work if one puts enough effort into it and enough creativity. In our example, poultry, we found it not very difficult to get poultry started. Now, with that as a base, then we can expand our operations into social work and maybe bring some of these people in that have become our friends or become committed to the Peace Corps in one way or another, and its ideals. That we now hope to use some of these people in our social work here in Jaipur. Now we're using some boys from a very good private school here in Jaipur to work with us. We have about 13 or 14 boys now who all come from very good families. So right now, they'll be the leaders.
I know, but I know we're ready because Father Grace really wants it. I don't know.
But you can buy it. We can buy it.
You can't buy footballs in this country.
No, you can't buy them.
We're trying to get one though.
Why can't you buy them?
Well, I don't know.
They don't have them in this country. Bus.
They don't have footballs. Footballs.
Well, not good. They don't have good.
Not American style football.
Yeah,
Oh,
not American.
We'll get soccer balls.
These, we can have Indian footballs.
Well, that's what we'll do, get Indian footballs and take them down here.
That's not necessary to buy American.
Okay, well.
Sir, we play for a living. No. How do we play American football?
Well, I know how to play American football. Pretty soon we got to start doing more activities for these kids or they're going to get tired. And it's one thing I don't want it to do is degenerate into just kind of a sports club. We got to get started, we got to get some money, jelly, so we can get started more activities with the kids.
Put this influence from them. We've also got to put a sense of urgency in them.
Yes.
I mean, this is probably the hardest thing for us to do, is to put a sense of urgency into these kids and make them want to do these.
We want them to say, I don't want to live in a busty area any longer, and I want to do things to get out of it. I want to go to school, and I want to learn. And I think we can, at least with some percentage of the kids, we can do it.
I saw some of the things that I thought were necessary, like better sanitation. So I went to the people. I showed them the plans for a sanitary type latrine, and I asked them to build it. And later on, I went to the Rotary Club. I gave them a talk on, sanitation, a 1-minute talk. And all these people said, that's a very good idea. And that was something like 6 months ago. Nothing has been done. But I also was trying to set up a program in physical education there. These students don't have any actual class type, physical education. They're just, let loose, okay, you want to play, go play. So I got the permission of the superintendent of the elementary schools, and for 1 month straight I showed them all these exercises, and they taught the teachers how to do it.
And 1, 2, 3, up, and 1, 2, 3, up, and 1, 2, 3, up, and 1.
When I left, I said, okay, I'm here a month. You could do it yourself now. I said, you please try and do it. I think these children like it. Why don't you, do it? They all said, oh yes, yes. Next day it was stopped. Nothing.
Rama
and Gopal
are
boys.
You give me one.
No, this is that night school that I started over a year ago. It's the only place where there's a light.
I went to the cinema yesterday, or I went to the drama yesterday.
Not past tense. You say in present tense with or. Present.
I
will go.
I will go.
Or future tense.
I will go to the cinema yesterday.
I will go yesterday.
Tomorrow.
These are the remainder of the people who are coming constantly since 1 year. One man is a radio mechanic. Another man is a rickshaw driver, and some of these other boys. There's a few boys that are coming. These boys are some students in the school. They're actually going to school.
To the drama. Huh? Tomorrow I will play football, or I will do my homework. Huh? Understood?
I'd like to help them. I understand, some of their difficulties, and I still know that a lot of them are scoundrels. I'm not saying they're beautiful people, but maybe some of them they'll just realize that when they get older, some of these people and some of these young boys, that just the life that their parents have isn't the kind of life. Maybe that's what'll be left behind. I don't know.
Give me a pencil. Give me a pen or pencil. Naku kalamu gaani, pencil gaani immu. I love my mother. Nenu na tallini premintunu. She gives me food. Ame naku aharamu ichunu. I love my mother who gives me food. Naku evaraithe aharam nichedaro aa na tallini premintu.
It's tough to think positively for Indians. There's no place to go. For us, we're not part of the culture. That's our strength. And so we have places to go.
Tell me some stories of the glories on that train, of the 49er miners in the time of Jesse James, robbed 1,000 golden nuggets in that freight train robbery. And when old Abe Lincoln rode with Todd upon his knee, once again, blue-eyed hairline. Blue-eyed hair. If you can't afford any water,